Just
Oh,
saying. And we can go live. You
did
know,
you did
oh,
you email me the invite? Because I don't.
in the calendar, you should have gotten it, right?
Oh, I don't know.
What's happening? Oh, hang on. I have too many things open. It
I got my hair done today.
looks good.
You're
I get
lying.
mine.
You didn't even know.
I did. I saw. You look pretty.
I needed it cut so bad.
Did you get did you get it cut? I mean trimmed or did you get
Hmm
like anything cut off?
I probably got like 3 inches cut off.
Wow.
My hair was so long because I saw her like pre-COVID,
Oy.
so like February, and she'd been like would finally when they opened back up, I booked and like she was booked until now.
Yeah, that happened as well. I'm sorry. I'm doing this thing here.
I'm like pushed in a corner because my house is just a disaster.
I do that too.
I'm like this. There's nothing back here.
You have to check that, see
I know.
what there is and what
And
there
then like
isn't.
I have trim right there. You see the trim in the corner there.
Let me
So
see.
whoop. Ah.
Hang on. Everyone else can see the trim in the corner, I'm sure,
Oh,
because I am
follow us live on Facebook.
doing that thing that we do. We're live on the Facebook. Here we
Oh
are.
goodness.
Where's the trim? Show me. I didn't see it because I was all
No, I'm
like
not gonna show
connecting
you
and stuff.
now. Not that everybody can see it. That's
They
embarrassing.
already saw it. Show it again. Show it
Right
again.
there. There's trim in the corner
Oh,
right
I
there.
do see it. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So, but I had, oh, wait.
You have trim in the corner.
Yeah.
We like to keep trim in the corners.
We like trim in the corners. The office, everything is still such a work in progress in this house, and that trim needs to be painted white. That's the trim for the office, which I'm currently sitting in.
You just didn't replace it. You're painting the original trim.
Yeah, because it's wood. It's like the good. They didn't.
Oh,
It's real.
okay. Got it.
So what I want though is not that. What I want is like a nice, high, thick piece of trim.
Mm-hmm.
So expensive though, and like
It's
I was like,
expensive, and like I just don't think that your house is that type of house.
I mean, but it could be. It
Okay.
could be if I want it to be. It can be anything I want it to
That's true.
be.
It could be anything that you want it to be, but like
Listen, this is my
just
house.
houses that aren't really like custom or you know what I mean, that don't have real high ceilings. Like I just think that you'd probably stick away from not doing that type of
Well,
trim.
so that's what Mike said too, and I was like, I don't care. Herbert says hi, hey. Um,
Hey, let's talk about
so let's talk
trim.
about what?
I said, let's talk about
We're talking
trim.
about trim. So I said, no, I think it will look good no matter what, and he was like, no, I don't think.
I actually
Anyway,
agree with Mike.
oh, how nice for you.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, you copied the color of my house,
I
so.
did. I copied. That's because I just, I'm trying, Amanda. I'm trying
I know.
to follow the trends. Now, I will tell you that another agent, um, when I had the gray, I'm sorry, I just spilled my beverage. Um, he said you should go back to the colors they were before. He said he's doing everything in his power to kill the gray trend. And I was like, that's funny.
But I mean,
But
good,
he flips
good luck.
houses. Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
doing the colors. So,
Yeah, good luck to him.
but, So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's Thirsty
Cheers.
Thursday.
Cheers.
Um, yeah, so had to get that
We're
drink
both
down.
drinking lemonade.
We're drinking the lemonade. Yeah, not wine.
Yeah.
It's truly
Drinking that.
Thursday.
I'm drinking strawberry lemonade, fun, hard seltzer water.
Where did you get that? I need to go because, like, I am a
You know,
sucker for the
at the gas
packaging.
station.
Oh, just any gas station, or
I
is it a
went,
special gas station?
I went to UDF because UDF is right by my house, and they
Ah,
were sold out of everything except for the Bud Light, which I have not tried yet. I just didn't really care. I was like, nah, I've heard bad
uh-huh.
things about it. So I went to a different gas station, which I think was BP.
Oh,
And then they had like a little walk-in cooler. And I had never had this. And I was like, the flavor sounded pretty good. So I picked it up.
Yeah, it's always like I don't see how you can necessarily go wrong with the seltzer water.
Well, some of them I don't think are as good as the others.
The one I had last week wasn't, and the flavors were weird too. It was like hibiscus melon.
Mm.
It was not
Yeah, like
I like
don't try to
lime.
be too fancy.
I just like plain, like lemonade and strawberry.
Yeah. Are we
Right
both drinking
now.
strawberry lemonade?
We are both drinking.
Aw,
Oh, great
we didn't even plan
mind.
that. We let the season
Oh,
up.
oh. And
Yeah.
next week you have to wear one of the t-shirts.
I know.
If anybody wants a t-shirt, let us know because we can make that happen.
They're kind of fun t-shirts too.
They are fun t-shirts or sweatshirt or whatever.
I don't have a sweatshirt.
Well, you could get one.
Mm-hmm.
I know a place. So, all right, you want to get started?
Yes.
So, it is court case day for a surprise because we haven't done one in a long time. Prior to lockdown and having to do Zoom, and when we were doing like the regular podcast, for anybody who doesn't know, we would do one court case a month, and it was just kind of interesting, just, you know, not the usual thing that people talk about, and they're just kind of interesting.
So
Amanda,
surprise each other. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if Amanda was doing it, I would have no idea what she was talking about. If I was doing it, Amanda would have no idea what I was talking about. We don't discuss. Some of them are interesting and some of them are just, I mean, we didn't do that many. They were all interesting, what we've done so far.
Yeah.
So this one, and if any, well, I don't want to give it away. So I'll just get into it. I'll read you what it is, and then and I'm not going to tell you what the title is either. So, all right, here we go.
Need to focus.
Focus. I had to put my glasses on so I could focus and read. All right, an individual owner hired a home inspector to inspect a house prior to his purchase. The inspector noted that the flooring on the second-story deck needed to be replaced, and so the seller replaced the flooring prior to the sale. The inspector did not identify any problems with the deck's railing. Can you see where this is going? Following his purchase, the owner had a social gathering at his house, and the deck's railing collapsed, causing one of the guests to fall off the deck and suffer severe injuries. The guest brought a lawsuit against the owner, prior owner, contractor, and the inspector. Thoughts?
How long after did it happen?
It didn't say.
I think that's number one. Because if it was months after, 6 months after, like it could have been just, you know, something could have happened, or the contractors that replaced the flooring of the deck could have loosened the railing, and that could have been a problem too.
You never know. Never know. So the trial court entered judgment in favor of the inspector, and the appellate court affirmed. The guest appealed then to the state's highest court. So the Supreme Court. This is in Tennessee, for anyone who cares. Okay. The Supreme Court of Tennessee affirmed the lower court, finding that the inspector did not. So I think the inspector did not provide false information to the owner, nor did he assume a duty of care to the property visitors. The court first considered the negligence allegations against the inspector, which was an issue of first impression. The inspector testified that he had not seen any visual damage to the railing, and the railing had seemed secure during his property inspection. However, later testing revealed that improper screws had been used to secure the railing, and the screws had rusted, causing...
How is he supposed to know that?
Any inspectors out there? So that's what I was going to say. So if any inspectors are watching, I'd be curious what you think of this too.
Yeah, I think people are putting too much on inspectors because you know, it's like they can't see everything, and obviously they can't see like what screws are used for it. So that's kind of, you know, I mean, did the person get drunk and just fall off and then they wanted to blame?
Well, it sounds like they went through the railing. Like, I mean, they could have been drunk and like maybe they fell.
What were they doing? Were they sitting on the railing? Like,
it doesn't say.
No.
It doesn't say. Yeah, it would be curious. And what are you doing on a second floor deck that would cause you to go through a railing? You know, like, did you just lean? Did you, you know, if you just leaned on it, that could be a problem. It makes me think of those, that community in Dublin where the railing, the deck fell onto a car. It was
I don't know. I don't think I saw that.
townhomes. So it was townhomes that were built, row houses, and the deck fell off of one of them. It was a second story deck, and it fell off and landed on a car and totaled the car. And it was the builder didn't use the proper screws for the deck. So that's what caused it to years later fall.
Yeah. I just don't think that the inspector would know that improper screws were used.
I mean, again,
that's not part of what they do.
No, how much are you putting on them?
If it's not like rotted, if it was like rotted and falling apart, then yeah, like he should mention that. But it sounds like the floorboards were rotted and falling apart.
So if the floorboards are rotted and falling apart, would it be able to, I mean, should they then have been looking at the other parts of the deck? I mean,
yeah, but you would think that he would, right? Like, why would he just say the railing or the flooring, but not the railing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. So, okay. So since the inspector had not, okay, where did I leave off? The court found, the court found the inspector had only agreed in the home inspection agreement to perform a visual inspection of the property and did not ascertain whether the property met building code requirements. He also had not assumed a duty to protect later visitors to the property. Since the inspector had not assumed these duties, the court ruled that the inspector was not liable for negligence.
I don't think that he's...
No, I don't think so either. Next, the court considered the negligent misrepresentation allegations. As part of negligent misrepresentation claim, a party must show that the other party negligently provided false information. Here, the guest failed to plead this as the inspector never represented the deck's railing was safe. Instead, the inspector simply failed to visually notice any problems with the railing. Because the guest had failed to allege a negligent representation by the inspector, the court affirmed judgment in favor of the inspector.
I'm not surprised.
The end.
Like, I'm really not surprised. Like, so I guess that's kind of like a good thing to talk about too. Home inspectors, they can't tell you everything that's wrong with the property, and they can miss things. And that's pretty much in the home inspection report. If you read it from word to word, like, they may not check this or check this. And, if they're supposed to be checking it and they don't, where it says like, this was good, but it's actually not, then that's when it can come back on them.
Well, and so Philip Hurst, our friend Philip, the photographer, video guy who was on last week, says that decks must be able to, or I guess railings, must be able to withstand without failure at least 200 pounds of weight applied within 2 inches of the top edge in any downward or outward direction at any point along the top edge.
A railing, though?
All right.
A railing?
Or is that the deck?
I think that's maybe the deck. Maybe not the railing. I don't know how that can hold 200 pounds.
I am not like, that's beyond my purview. I just don't know. So he says inspectors should look for this. I mean,
what are they going to do? Like, get a 200-pound weight and set it up? But like, for a railing,
like railing. He's talking about the railing.
If you like, I think if it's like typically, and that comes back a lot, honestly, like railings.
Sure, rotted boards or railings are loose. I mean, they do check for some of it.
Right, and if he's checking, and he said that the boards were bad, you assume that he checked the railing too.
You would think. Yes, I would have thought. Yeah. I think that inspectors, I mean, they do, it's really hard, I think, nowadays, because how much liability does someone have? They're not looking under floors. They're not looking behind walls. They're trying to do the best that they can at looking for stuff. Right. But, at what point is the homeowner actually responsible for stuff too? You know?
And I'm sure the homeowner didn't know. Like, they lived with it like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And then they had a party, and of course someone's going to sue them because, because that's what people do nowadays. They sue a lot.
And especially if there's like drinking going on or